All right, let's get to Steelers at Commanders. Commanders 3.5 favorites. 45.5 points is the over-under in that one. We have the number one offense in the NFL in terms of EPA per play, Washington Commanders, versus the number 6 defense in the NFL, obviously in the Pittsburgh Steelers. But now the Steelers have an offense. They got a guy named Russell Wilson.
Never heard of him.
Mr. Unlimited at quarterback playing. And their offense is cooking the past few weeks. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're Yinzers. Here we go. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend, dude. This is unbelievable. This is one of those matchups that I can't wait to see. You know, obviously Thursday Night Football, we got Joe Shiesty against Lamar Jackson. But this one right here, Jaden Daniels versus the old head, the long in the tooth, Russell Wilson, the Pittsburgh Steeler, Russell Wilson. And you know what? They added Mike Williams. They still got this defense. Preston Smith comes into the fold, gives you another guy rotationally at the defensive line. We know that at any given point, any of these guys on the Pittsburgh front can be banged up. I mean, they play with reckless abandon in Pittsburgh for Mike Tomlin's teams. You know Tomlin's going to muddy this game plan up, make this thing close regardless of who's at quarterback. Even if Fields was out there, it'd be an interesting matchup. But Russell Wilson really gives you a chance, man. They've been explosive. They got some plans downfield.
And I think Marshawn Lattimore, first week in a new playbook, I don't expect him to be like
can't play full speed,
right? You just can't. And now, like some coverages, obviously he'll be able to play, not even thinking, but
they're going to test
terminology, checks, things of that nature. It takes a little bit. So I don't expect him to be a massive impact player. And I do think that this Steelers defensive line, and now the Commanders offensive line has been awesome this year versus expectations, for sure. But the Steelers defensive line is just a different animal. It takes those pockets and shrinks them continuously. And now Jade's been great under pressure, but you can only do so much when you are continuously seeing it the way you will in this game.
This offensive line for the Washington Commanders is first significant touch. You talked about the way that they have been collapsing pockets on quarterbacks, and it all comes down to whether the offensive line is catching a block or they are striking. And Andrew Wiley, the right tackle, it's something that he always has worked on since I've known him as a football player, is getting that outside hand on the rusher as soon as possible. He's not the biggest tackle. You know what I'm saying? He's not squatting 800 pounds. He's got really quick feet. He's athletic. And if he can get that strike on you, he can make TJ Watt's job that much tougher. I'm going to be looking for that because Jaden Daniels, that's right there in Jaden Daniels' field of vision. That right tackle. Everybody talks about the blind side. I would argue that the right tackle is every bit as or more important than the left tackle because if you're a quarterback, you got a front row seat to that matchup.
We did the studies at PFF. Right tackle, if it's pressure, it's more impactful from a performance standpoint, like throwing. It impacts your throwing more. Left tackle leads to more sacks, more fumbles.
Yeah.
Those are higher impact plays. So left tackle.
So play to play right tackle, the huge explosives left tackle.
But obviously the right
and
side.
Their left tackle's been playing good.
The forced fumble king actually plays on.
I think he's their rookie left tackle. He's in there balling right now for the Commanders.
Balling, but what I've seen from him is that they better not have to drop back to pass too much because he short sets. He likes to run guys off the top of the pocket.
Oh, I love that.
Alex Highsmith and Nick Herbig.
I love that.
Alex Highsmith is a top of the pocket king.
Yeah.
If you're short setting him,
that was Ryan Kerrigan.
You can get in trouble real quick if you're not getting off the ball fast.
Ryan Kerrigan used to kill me, and he still gives me nightmares. I'd go to short set him, he'd sink the rip, and then he'd run the rip for 6 yards, and there's nothing you can do. You're just locked into his little rocket ship at that point.
Yep.